Well, finally, it is good to hear and see that the senators, reps, members, politicians in the southeastern region are ready to come together to help Nnamdi Kanu, that is the IPOB leader. In his recent ordeal. Remember, he has been in the DSS court study for some time now, and there has been no headway since then because the last time his case was to be heard, it was not present in court because perhaps the DSS refused him access, and since then the case has been adjourned. So they will wait for the next hearing. But ever since, we've really not heard much from the southeastern governors, politicians, senators, and the likes about his case, unlike that of Sunday Igboho, where you see or hear about the Yoruba leaders rallying around to ensure that he is freed and get his release. That has not been the case with Nnamdi Kanu. But now that they have been moved and there are now some kind of people coming up with solutions to Kanu ordeal. Well, we'll see what they have done so far and what they've put together to ensure that he is freed from the DSS custody. I'll bring you more details about this, but please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're here for the first time. Yes, don't forget this is Saffron Media, and we're here to give you the best and the most trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. So stay tuned, guys, as we dive right into the details of this report. Southeast senators and House of Representative members moved on Wednesday to seek political solution to the ordeal of the leader of the Independent People of Biafra, Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, who is being detained at the Department of State Service DSS in Abuja and also facing terrorism and treasonable felony charges. The lawmakers under the auspices of Southeast Caucus in the National Assembly last promised to intervene in Kanu's detention with a view to securing his release through political solution. They spoke of plans to interface with relevant stakeholders to achieve their aim. To this end, we resolved to set up a committee to constructively interface with relevant stakeholders, the federal government, and its relevant agencies towards finding, the lawmakers said in a communique after an extraordinary meeting in Abuja, home of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu. They also condemned the incessant killings and disruption of the West African Education Certificate examination, that is WAEC, in the region by those enforcing the sit-at-home order on Monday across the southeast states. The caucus appealed to Igbos not to allow anybody to destroy the region, which, according to them, was rebuilt after the civil war largely by the shared determination and sacrifices of our people who refused to resign to fate or bow their heads in defeat. The communique, which was signed by all members of the caucus, reads: the Southeast Caucus of the National Assembly held an extraordinary session on Wednesday, September 15, 2021, to review developments in the Southeast, particularly the security situation in the region vis-a-vis the sit-at-home order and the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Rising from the meeting, the caucus expressed solidarity with our people of the Southeast over the marginalization of the region in the scheme of things within the Nigerian Commonwealth. Well, for me, I believe this is a right step that the Southeast leaders have actually taken because the recent happenings going on in the state does not really make sense in any way because, a lot has happened lately and, the sit-at-home order on one side, disruption of examinations in the state, a lot really. And in recent times there's been a lot of unrest in that region where the presidency sent some soldiers to go there to disrupt some activities in the state, and also the IPOP sit at home soldiers and all of the security outfits clashing together, that has really made there to be a serious unrest in that region. And it is good that these leaders have come together, because they could actually remember that the civil war that happened in the country so many years ago, they were you know, most affected than other regions of the country, and that alone they could remember. So they would not want anything to really disrupt their peace, or the peace the Southeast is really enjoying now. And it seemed like they're about having another war like it used to be then, because you can imagine the sit at home orders taking like over, you know 3 weeks or more. And you know how that would disrupt a lot of activities that are supposed to go on in most of the southeastern states. Even students who were supposed to have their exams couldn't have it, because some people had to invade some of the classes and send the students away, and so many things going on in the southeastern states. So it is a good step that the senators, are taking the step to ensure that there is more safety for the southeasterners, because if they leave things to happen the way things are going now, they are all going to be affected in the long run. And you know that everyone has been quiet about Nnamdi Kanu's case. And you see, these IPOB people, they seem to be very serious about it. And if Nnamdi Kanu is not freed, I can assure you that this will continue for a long time, because most of these guys are seeking for Biafra, and some are not, while some are. So that is why they're having a lot of these issues. And together with the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has been detained in the DSS custody, and nobody bothers or nobody cares for his release, that is why you can see that there has been sit at home order in the states, even when the governor does not even agree. But a place where there's no peace, you cannot be enforcing some things, because it is where there's peace that there is harmony. So really, there's a lot that is going on in a lot of these southeastern states. And if there's no intervention by the federal government, especially in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, now that he has been charged with felony and, terrorism and all those likes and all. Well, I hope that he gets his own, lawyer to settle all of that. And I hope that the DSS would not do otherwise, because there will be a lot of issues if anything goes wrong or something happens to Nnamdi Kanu, because these IPOB people are not taking things easy as the federal government thought. So they should be very careful. Remember the last time Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to appear before the court, the DSS did not give him access to do that, and his case has been adjourned till October. So we're still waiting for the case, if it's still going to happen come October. So we'll still keep our fingers crossed and wait to see the outcome of all of this. So guys, that is it. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Whatever you have to say about this, please drop it in the comment section. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.